Let's see, what do we got going on here? Let's get the mic a little closer. I can't even hear myself. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Am I coming across? Let's see. Maybe my gain's a little low. Let's turn that gain up a little bit. There we go. Make sure everybody can hear. As long as my headphones stop jacking around. There they go. There they go. All right. All right. Let's see. Oh, you know what I didn't check? We're not testing the mobile. We're gonna do body cam live. I will break down police body camera footage from my perspective to help give an idea of what goes through our heads as a call develops. Sounds right. There we go. See if it fixes it. Yeah, it does. Look at that. Look at that go. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay, the chat overlays in there. Let's copy that. I do argue with myself, Chief. If you are using Facebook, use this link to share your Facebook name. Otherwise, I don't know who you be. There we go. Okay. So if you're just jumping in, this is what I typically do when I get on the. No, I'm not wearing pants. Why would I wear pants? I'm in my house. Uh, typically, what I like to do is first and foremost, I'll jump on here, give you guys kind of some of the updates of the podcast, things of that nature. But the fun part of what I like to do is I'll jump on. We will look at body cam footage of police officers handling calls. I try to find body cam footage that is uninterrupted. It's not like a news media thing or anything like that. It's just the raw body cam footage, and I will break down like I'm the officer behind the body cam taking the call and tell you what I'm thinking as we go through to try to give you an idea of what cops think while this stuff's going on. It's not a Monday morning quarterback thing. It's actually, sometimes I nail the call. I'm like, all right, this is the end goal for me. This is what I'm looking for, and this is what I expect. Da, 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 da. And then it goes through, and then you're like, holy shit. He's like Nostradamus. No, it's just training. And then sometimes it goes crazy, and you see where some officers fail, and then you see where some officers figure out a way to the same goal with just a different path. There's a million different ways to skin a cat, I guess they say, and it's the same thing with police calls. So that's kind of the fun part of it. First and foremost, though, we have to get our priorities straight. Tonight we're drinking a rye. We're gonna go with the Smoke Wagon rye. If you know me at all, Smoke Wagon is my absolute favorite brand. And I am going to give myself what Anthony Russo calls a healthy pour. And don't be afraid to check out I think it's called The Truth Will Set You Free, or Anthony, what is your damn, I can't think of the name of your show off the top of my head. I apologize, buddy. But I will make sure I find it. I think it's The Truth Will Set You Free, something like that. Or The Whole Truth. Let's see. Maybe it's The Ugly Truth. No. I'm gonna find it. I want you guys to check him out. Something about truth. Anthony Russo. Let's find him first. I thought you were a White Claw guy. Ward, shut your face. Gross. About. All right. Yeah, the truth will set you free. That is the name of his thing. So check him out. He's one of those ranters, those political guys. If you're into that stuff, I just happen to like Anthony as a person. Don't get into the political crap. Although every once in a while I'll feed him some fun stuff. How's that rye? Spicy? No, it's not spicy, sir. It is smooth. No spice to that, sir. That is just absolute perfection. Okay, so let's first let's get the podcast crap out of the way. Just released another episode with Paige. Let me shit. I don't want to mess her name up. It's Aroni. Shit. Of course, I won't remember it. Arnoni. That's what it is. Arnoni. It's hard to pronounce. Because it looks like Arnon, but it's Arnone. So just pronounce it that way. She's a yoga instructor who got connected with police, and she does yoga for first responders. And got to talk to her. Very cool perspective. She gets it. Like, she understands the first responder world. Me as a prior instructor and doing jujitsu for many years, like I was testing her. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to, if you're gonna be an outside trying to teach cops, like I kind of want to see where you're at, where your mindset's at, and all that stuff. And she nailed it. So, I am pulling up her, what do you call it? Her LinkedIn page for now. And I will share with you guys her LinkedIn page. Paige's LinkedIn page. Firstgevity, that is the name. Let's go to share screen here. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And no, that's not what I wanted. Let's boom. There we go. So this is her LinkedIn page, Firstgevity. So be sure to check that out. We're going to give a shout out to my sponsors. My current sponsors right now is Peregrine and Insight, an LPR company. So Peregrine is basically data analysis. Like, so this is for my cops out there. If you're an investigator or whatever, imagine you get the name Ray Smith, right? Ray Smith is your suspect. And you normally, what you have to do is you got to go in your report writing system, and you'll look up Ray Smith, and then you find out he's connected to a gang. And so you'll get a hold of the gang. You're like, hey, what do you guys know about Ray Smith? And they'll get out their book and they start looking up all the Ray Smith stuff. And then you'll pull up any jail paperwork. You'll call ID. You'll get a hold of all these different units. Well, basically what Peregrine does is it uses like an AI platform that's CJIS compliant and pulls all of that stuff automatically for you. And what's really cool is not only does it do that, it will find cases that may be associated. It will pull his name up out of a narrative versus, him being in a tab somewhere under a report writing system. So I know it's boring. And if you're not a cop and you're listening to this, you're like, I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. But if it weren't for my sponsors, I wouldn't be able to do this. So I have to give them a little shout out. Anthony Russo, he didn't answer because the answer is no. Oh. Who's Ray Smith? It's just a fictitious name I made up. So, Facebook user, kind of like you. I don't know who you are, Facebook user. If you use that link that I put in the comments, though, I will be able to know who you are. But if you want to be anonymous, that's cool. All right, let's get rid of this. Boom. All right. What else? So Ray Finkel. Finkel and Einhorn. Thanks. I appreciate it. Okay. So what other news do we got? The followers and subscribers and everything I don't know. I hit some sort of a snowball effect. All of a sudden I've jumped like 1,000 users in under 30 days. So that is numbers I'm not used to. So if you are new and you just joined the Facebook's the one that's really growing. And if you're watching this and you're like, I didn't even know he had a podcast, because that happens. Please, the subscription to either Apple or Spotify or YouTube, any of those, not my OnlyFans. That's different. That's for feet. If you're into feet and you like OnlyFans, wink, wink. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't do OnlyFans. Shut up, Chief. Uh, Shout out to the Blue Voice, Charles Clark. He runs the Blue Voice, very good, awesome for getting any sort of help with PTSD and first responders and things of that nature. It's a very good site, so make sure you guys check them out. He's got good stuff going on over there, and he's coming from experience, so he's very open and honest about that stuff. So very cool. Shout out to Charles Clark, and the Blue Voice. But if you happen to swing by and check out the website, check out the Facebook page or whatever, please, if you like what we're putting out there, like what we're doing, even the goofy pictures and stuff that I put on there to promote sort of conversation and things of that nature, run over to Apple, run over to Spotify, run to Buzzsprout, go to YouTube for me, whatever it is, just one of them, just subscribe. That helps me out more than you guys know. And I used to be very anti asking people to do that, but I've been doing this over 2 years now, and I've gotten over it. It helps. Matt Brazil, why was my name not showing up, or why was my name not showing up already? Yeah, Matt, you've been on here the whole time. There's somebody else that said, "Keep up the good work," and they said, "Who is Ray Smith?" I don't know who that is, and their name's not showing up. But Matt, your name's on there. You're good to go. Shout out to Matt Brazil. I have posted. I actually stole a post. We'll put that up here right now. As a matter of fact, I stole a post from Rural Badge, and it was a little shout out to Matt Brazil and going through his bullshit because he doesn't know how to throw stop sticks. And let's see. Let me find that picture because it's pretty cool. Now, of course, it doesn't go as in detail as it did when Matt was on Two Cops One Donut podcast. So if you want to get a little more detail, I highly suggest that you go to that. Check that out. All right, let's share screen, Facebook, share. Boom. Look at that. Look at that cute guy right there. I just want to give a little shout out to Matt because after I think like 3 years, maybe 2 years, I'm not sure how long he's been going through his shit, but he's finally coming back to duty. Short story for the long story is basically Matt was on duty, threw some stop sticks out to try to catch a fleeing felon in a vehicle, and that dude decided to, instead of run over the stop sticks, run over Matt and fucked his world up. So Matt has been recovering and coming back to duty, having setbacks. Coming back to duty, having setbacks. He's had 60 something surgeries, but there's no quitting the guy, and he's coming back. So pretty happy for Matt to be coming back. I know he has had a rough road and he's stuck with it. Yeah, Meredith said 3 years. So yeah, 3 years. I knew it was up there. Let's see here. Somebody said Matt is the definition of badass. It's bugging me that you're not sharing your name, Mister or Mrs. Whoever that is that's saying that. I'm gonna put it in the chat again. Use that link if you're on Facebook. I just put it in the chat. Use that link to allow Facebook so we can see your name, so I know who the hell I'm talking to. If you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. It just stinks because I like talking to people and knowing who I'm giving you a little shout out. When I do these guys, it's a whiskey type of night. So Matt, I'm no badass. I just exercise, got hit in the right spot. That's true. You're not a badass. I've seen you roll and do jujitsu or try to. You just flop around like a landfish. So but I'll give the little guy this. There's no quit in him. So but yeah, also check out Rural County Deputy. That is who I stole their little shout out to and added my own little bit to it. No offense to them, but I knew Matt first, so I get to use Matt's name to help me get viewers. Haha, Matt. I said keep up the good work off Stephen Pappas, Oklahoma. Oh, okay. Oklahoma in the house. What's up? Cool. All right. What else we got? Oh yeah, let's watch this video real quick. This doucher. Let me get some.
You gonna pull over?
Please say a command.
Pull over.
All right. So the story is this sheriff sees a patrol vehicle going 80 through a 45. I know if I'm on duty and I see a patrol vehicle hauling ass 40 miles an hour ish over the speed limit, I'm going to be like, damn, I'm going to be changing my radio, checking, and be like, what am I missing? What channel did I not hear? Because if they are working that close proximity, then maybe you should be able to know what the hell's going on. So he probably, I'm guessing, because this is what I would do, I'd start following and just try to figure out where we're going. And I think this sheriff figured out, like, this guy ain't going anything that he knows of.
What? I am going into work, my man.
That's not how to start the conversation. I'm going into work. What does that tell me? You're not on duty, bro. So why in the hell are you going 80 in a 45?
Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, what are you going to work for?
What does it look like I am dressed for?
What
does it look like I am dressed for?
And then you proceed to ask a asinine question. What does it look like I'm going to work for? Well, regardless of what you look like you're dressed to go into, like, you're also in a marked vehicle. Like, that wasn't the concern.
For?
My name is Deputy Hilton, and they see your driver's license.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not the right answer. That's not the right answer. No. Now, long story short, this guy drives off. They end up arresting him, and charging him. I don't know what the final outcome of that was, but that is just okay. Maybe I'm getting older, but that is young officer mentality right there. That was dumb. That was more of a moment of, yeah, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have been driving like that. And then take your licks. You're not gonna get fired. You're not gonna get arrested. But you're gonna get reprimanded, and is what it is. Like, it's it seems, for people to just own up anymore. I don't know what the deal is. And maybe that's just because he's younger in his career. I'm not sure, but I will tell you straight up right now, like, it may not have been the way I started handling it, but given the circumstances I see here, sheriff didn't do anything wrong. Now, could it been handled a different way? Sure. Me personally, I would have got his unit, figured out who he was, sent a message to a sarge or whoever. Hey, your dude's fucking driving like a bat out of hell over here. Like, it needs to be addressed. Fair enough. And I get the argument. People are going to be like, well, they're not above the law either. No, they're not. But again, there's discretion in just about everything. Depending on state. I don't know if that's a felony or not. If that's a felony amount over the speed limit where they're at, well, sure, then the officer has no choice. But again, I'd have to look at the law. I don't even know the law for that in my own state, to be honest. I don't I don't deal with traffic offenses, and I sure as shit don't deal with speeding. But to the point, and to kind of give the side to the citizens on this, to let them know, like, hey, here's the insider's look. This is kind of how I would deal with it, but this is how I've dealt with it with citizens. I've pulled citizens over going 30, 40 over. I had a guy who had a brand new Corvette, and he had a straight part of the road and paper tags on it, everything. Like, it was brand new, and he just wanted to open it up. I get it. Like, I understood. But he told me that, and I was like, all right, dude, I understand what you're doing. I had to pull you over. But here's the deal. All right, I'm gonna let you off with a warning. You don't have a record. Everything's clean. You know, you were honest with me. I got discretion. I can do that. But it was his attitude. This officer's attitude. There's more. There's a big problem here. There's writing on the wall when an officer talks like that. I would never, in a million years, I would have been like shitting my pants if I had got pulled over by a sheriff. I'd be like, fuck. Yeah, I was driving too fast, because he knows right away. There's no way he doesn't know. And if he says he doesn't know, then we got bigger problems. Now you're ignorant and driving a patrol car. So, kids, that's what I say. Fucking kids. Let's see here. I'm reading you guys' stuff. Can't arrest for speeding, but you can arrest for reckless driving. Yeah, you could. Yep. In Texas. This is Florida, I believe. Stephen Papa said, oh, he shared his name. Look at that old school Smoking the Bear hat, Stephen. I like that shit. He says, I normally don't write cops. I had a drug task force agent fly through a school zone at 70 and it was a 25. I was real nice about it. I bet you were real nice about it. I would have motherfucked him up and down. Let's see here. Can't arrest for okay, I read that. Handled it at the office. Don't get in a Karen pissing match. I agree. Like I said, it's not how I would have started this. I would have done it a little different. But given what we're given in the video, once we make the stop and the guy gets out and acts that way, it's done. To me, it's done. You put that sheriff in that position. So too bad, so sad. Old timers would not gag. I get it. Times have changed, but you know, I've had a lot of old timers say I could not be a cop in this era, and I understand. I'm an analog to digital person, so I kind of lived through my youth through that transition, and my dad, who's a retired 30-year police officer, like fully admits it's like I couldn't make it in the policing today. So, but yeah, it is what it is, and like I said, given the video, even for you old timers, let's say you get out on this call or you pull over this guy, you didn't handle it the way you said you would have. Like, let's just say you're an FTO or whatever it is, you're ghost phasing, and this is what happens. I mean, once this officer gives you this type of reaction, fuck him. Sorry, you can't be like that, dude. Charles Clark, I couldn't do today. I'd be a YouTube star, have my own seat in an IA. I love it. And you know, policing in general, like back in the day, and it's just a cultural thing in policing. Back in the day, the public would have been cool with an officer being that way. They understood. But it's not like that now. And you have to change with the times. It's just the way it is. You either get along with it or you get pushed out of it. It's just, that's how it goes. I don't know another way to put it. And I don't look at it as being Blue Falcon or whatever you will, because dude, you did wrong and you did egregiously wrong. Like, you're doing 8. What if he hit somebody? I'm just saying. I don't even know, was he in a, if it's 45, it's definitely not a freeway. So he was in an area that he shouldn't be doing 80. Definitely should not be doing 80. If you were a sergeant, would you write him up? Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'd write him up. And once I'm aware of it, yeah, he's getting written up. Because how else am I going to correct it? Is he going to get fired? No, I don't want him to get fired. I just look at it. Is it a teachable moment? Is it something we can learn from? Sure. Yeah. But when I've got a sheriff's department telling me that my guy's going 80 and a 40, 45, and I look and I investigate it and I look at his camera and look at his car, and because you have to investigate it, you don't have a choice. But yeah. How did the sheriff know he wasn't hauling ass to a situation? Well, that's what I was saying. I don't know that. You could be right. However, like where I'm at, you can check the radio. You know, you can call in dispatch. Hey, city PD going somewhere. Because like I said, if I seen somebody going 80, if I saw another patrol car, my first instinct would have been to follow him and figure out where the fire's at, because I'm not hearing it on my radio. I'm like, oh shit, what am I missing out on that he's going to? And he wasn't running lights and sirens. So going 80 to a call and you're not running code, like, I don't know any department that allows you to go that fast without lights and sirens. So 20 over is usually the limit, unless you're in a pursuit. He obviously wasn't in a pursuit. So, in Texas, that's just keeping up with traffic nowadays. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's from Ward. And for how did the sheriff know he wasn't hauling ass to a situation? Again, for me, I'd have been going and I'd have been getting on my dispatch. Hey, I got this unit hidden here. Can you tell me, like, am I missing something? What are we missing? Maybe his lights aren't working. Maybe his lights and sirens aren't working. I've seen that happen. 17 years of law enforcement, I've seen some weird shit, but so I don't assume anything. And I give the officers the benefit of the doubt. So I'd have been on the radio like, hey, where are we going? Like, I'm following him. I don't know where we're going. What's going on? And as soon as dispatch gets back with you and they're like, hey, they don't have anything going on. There's nobody calling in, that unit number is not even signed in, I would imagine, is what happened. And yeah, so sheriff pulled him over. It is what it is. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I didn't see you ask the question. Let me I'm not ignoring you on purpose. Let me find it. Where is it? Dumb. I probably wouldn't have gotten in a pissing contest on the side of the road. Would have contacted okay, I read that. Can't arrest for speeding. Where did I miss your question? Oh, hey, did you ever share the video of the female officer in Oklahoma that got beaten unconscious by a domestic violence suspect? No, I don't know what video that is. Send me a link. Yeah, send me a link. Send it to me on Facebook, like direct message. Let me see. Who else? Remember the battles between FWPD and Jack Allen? No, I don't. I have the feeling the deputy was playing city, county politics. That could be it too. That could be it. There is more to this than we are privy to. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I'm saying what I see. I'm only going off of what I see. And all the rest is just our own conjecture. And that's what we do as cops. We just fucking make shit up in our heads to try to fit a scenario behind what we believe. So, most officers wouldn't bat an eye over speeding. Yeah, I'm the same way. I wouldn't either. I more than likely I would have looked up and be like, God dang, he's hauling ass. And then another car could have been a citizen's car, could have been going right behind him. I'm like, damn, he's hauling ass too. Like, I'm not into. I don't do traffic. It's not my thing. You want traffic done? Get motors. Get the traffic unit. But I come from a department that does that stuff. So, was McLovin riding? A little throwback reference. Oh, if you guys are having a little sip tonight, don't be afraid to share what you got going on. Again, and I'm gonna keep doing this. This is a shameless plug. Smoke Wagon malted straight rye whiskey. I'm just hoping one day Smoke Wagon's like, you always drink our stuff on your show. We're gonna sponsor the podcast because I love them. Okay. Matt said he sent it. Give me 1 second. I am trying to pull up a video that Matt sent me. Shit. Of course, he didn't send it to the right one. Let me see. What's the name of it? I gotta send it to my my other page. No, you know what? Let me do it this way. We're gonna pull up a video that Matt sent me, and we'll do that as our first body cam video breakdown. Matt, boom. Here we go. Let me share the screen here. Share screen. Oh, of course it's not going to. It's a weird little Instagram video, so it may not show up the best. Let's see here. Okay, share. Ugh. Yeah, that doesn't look the greatest, does it? I don't know how to make that any larger. But here we go.
Him? Yes. What
Oh my God.
unsafe like a in here? No. D'Angelo? Yes. Are you D'Angelo? Yes. You know damn well you
I
is.
ain't done nothing.
But that's playing. Let me just pat you down, make sure you ain't got nothing.
Okay.
This is crazy, you guys.
I-
This is
they
crazy
just
as
saying stuff.
nigga, what did you
Okay. So it's a domestic. Right now it looks like she's alone. I don't know that I'm going to start patting anybody down. Somebody sent me another. Sent the YouTube body cam from it, BB. I don't know who sent that. I'm not seeing it. Are you telling me you sent it on YouTube? I'm not sure who said that. But whoever this is. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to show. Whoever sent this one. I don't. Where did you send that? Because I don't see it. So. Oh, is this it? No, that's not it. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. Where's this video? Okay, let's keep going. So, yeah, I'm not patting somebody down by myself. It's just a formula for disaster. So for me, if I'm right here right now, hey, do you mind if I pat you down? Da 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 da. Yeah,
There's a study that was done not long ago.
in here?
You said you sent it in Two Cops One Donut, but I don't see it. Maybe it's Brian Bailey. Oh yeah, Brian sent it. Here we go. Let me switch. Turn this off. Stop sharing screen. Okay, we'll get the bigger version here. Share. All right, I've never seen this. I understand. I wish to proceed. Let's biggie size it.
Hi, in here. Him? Yes. What the unsafe like a in here? No. D'Angelo?
Yeah, okay. So not going in there. That's just me. Not going in there if I'm alone. I don't know if she has somebody with her, but not going alone.
Yes. Are you D'Angelo? Yes.
I'd be like, D'Angelo, are you D'Angelo? Cool. Come out here and talk to me real quick. He's got a bunch of crap in his hands like he's packing to get out of there. Which, if it's domestic, sure. Get your shit and go as long as nobody's been hurt.
You know damn well you
I
is.
ain't done nothing.
But that's playing. Let me just pat you down, make sure you ain't got nothing. Because this is crazy, you guys. This is
They
crazy
just
as
saying stuff.
nigga, what did you Let me just pat you down, make sure you ain't got nothing. Just chill. Do you live here, man?
Yes.
Yes,
All
man,
my
this is
stuff.
my
Why
apartment.
you
Put
trying
your hands behind your back. Go ahead. Oh my God, it's about to hurt. Stop! Do it! Oh my God!
Well, yeah, that is why I wouldn't be trying to pat somebody down by myself. That's crazy. Let's stop sharing that. And so, things to learn. Don't handle domestics alone. Some people don't have a choice. I understand. You live out in rural areas and you got to handle up and make do, but there's a lot of things that we can do to help mitigate. In this particular scenario, Matt said she got a fractured orbital bone. And he's like, yeah, they teach that in CLEAT. Yeah, don't be doing that stuff alone. Never arrest alone if you can help it. Don't pull your cuffs out until they got their hands behind their back and you got somebody else with you. These are things that get cops in trouble all the time. If we want to talk about safety factors, the moment you get your cuffs out, you have basically disabled a hand from being able to do anything. And everybody knows as soon as that steel hits a wrist, that's the universal catalyst for if they're going to fight or they're not. So if you are not ready, the moment you touch them with that steel, you're already behind the curve. You should. I'm waiting. Like as soon as I'm not even concerned with cuffing properly. I just want to see the reaction. I'll even tap their wrist with the steel to see what they do. It's another tech. This is an old school technique. I learned it from another guy. Touch the wrist. I'm ready. Like as soon as you start to do any crazy shenanigans, I've already tried to put you on the ground. So good podcast, sir. Good night. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Thank you. Have a good night to you too, brother. Let's pull up another video. Let's see what we got. Oh shit, somebody's playing. Okay, let me get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay. I have not watched these body cam footage stuff. We're just gonna go through it, and I do what I always do. I just act like I'm the officer that's taking the calls. So share screen. Let's go with yeah, let's just do this. Share audio. Boom. There we go. All right. For those that don't know, sorry, Steve, I do not tell what department that I am with for this, just because the podcast and where I work have to remain separated for liability purposes, and I don't want to get fired. Just know I'm in the DFW area of Texas with one of the major departments there. I can give you that much. So it's not hard to find out either if you really research my name. But yeah. All right. So body cam footage is typically muted the first 30 seconds. That's just how they operate. So don't know what this call is. I don't read anything on them. I just pull up body cam footage and just keep them going. If I've seen it, we'll go to another one, but I haven't seen this one. Steven, we works for Smith Security. All right. Guy's old school because he's using a handheld versus using a lapel mic. That's a bad choice for cops because look, his hands are tied up. I am not a fan of handheld. You should not be using handheld this day and age. Oh shit, we got. I heard help. I heard let me see your fucking hands. To me right now, from what I see, I've got a hostage situation. I can't see a weapon because of this blurred crap. But my concern is cover and trying to figure out what the hell's going on, obviously. So let's go from here. Okay. The guy has got, I don't know if that's a male or a female. It sounded like a female. He is giving no shits about the cop. He's focused solely in on my suspect or my victim. So what that tells me is it doesn't matter what I say or do at this point right now. He's bound and determined to do whatever it is he's trying to do to my hostage, really is what this is. You don't really get a choice in this. There's no let's wait and call SWAT. There's none of that. Not at this point in time when we're in the middle of traffic and I've got maybe what I consider a civilian vehicle right here. I don't know. It might not be. I'm guessing edged weapon. I can't tell. It doesn't seem like a gun. Okay. We've got, I don't know if that's the suspect's hand or the victim's hand, but if I'm in this position, I'm looking for a contact shot. If it's a deadly force situation, I can't tell. I don't see a weapon yet. Oh no, that looks like an officer's down right there. All right. What I noticed about the officer that I really love, he's got a red dot sight. That's great. He fell down, but he's still in the fight, still staying on target. That's what I would like to do. They had a crossfire situation. Mace Lawrence, what's up, buddy? Well, he's got an Edgar. That's your first red flag. I don't know what an Edgar is. Got some follow-up shots. He must have been making some movements still. Jeez, everybody's down. There's somebody down right here. Obviously, the person he just passed is down. I'm guessing he had a gun. Holy shit. Oh, and that's all we get. Dang. That's crazy. Front row tickets to the best show on earth, folks. All right. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. Police body cam videos. All right, we got sound right away. That's good. Okay, full disclosure. I know it says something up here, but I intentionally don't read it. I want to see the video for what it is. I don't like knowing what's going to happen, so I'm not reading it, just so you know.
Hands up. Hands up.
Okay, I heard on the radio, watch Crossfire, watch Crossfire. So they got their guns out for a reason. So for me, anytime I'm in an open field like this, open area, I am looking for cover as soon as I am exiting. As a matter of fact, if I can help it, my vehicle is going to be set up with cover. I love using trees as a split point between the point of my passenger side of my vehicle or drivers, just depending on what I'm looking at. But I like using. Oh, you can't hear the audio? You should be able to hear the audio. Let me turn it up. Okay.
You by the tree.
You by the tree.
Out. Move out.
Move out. Did you guys hear that? Before I get going any farther, I want to make sure you guys can hear the audio. Said you by the tree. Move out. Move out. Could you hear that part? Okay. Yeah, I just had to turn it up. Sorry about that. So he said, you by the tree, move out, and he's doing this with no cover. Fuck that. Me, I'm gonna go back behind my car. If I'm worried about Crossfire, that's the first thing I heard on the radio. Watch the Crossfire, watch the Crossfire. There's a reason we have our weapons out. Again, I don't know the call details. So if I just show up to a scene and all I hear is watch the Crossfire and I gotta have my gun out, like I'm getting behind my car. So this is my view. Blackness and shoes. That's all I can see. I'm going to have a light on him and I'm going to get to this tree as quickly as I can to try to use it as cover between that and the other guy that I can see. And I can see his hands.
Hands up, man.
All you're going to see in a bad scenario is muzzle flash. Okay, so he is going to the tree. That's good. And if you're like, he's kind of nonchalant. Some of us officers like to use that nonchalantness to show like, hey, we're not here to fuck with you. We're just here to get you to go or whatever it is. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So people are like, well, people get upset that cops are being so, I don't know another word for it. Blasé, I guess, when they should be hyped up or serious or whatever it is. Like it's a strategy. It's a technique. Okay, so we're focused in on this guy. I'm hoping right now, if I'm going to be focused in on this guy, that my partner has got me covered over there. I'd like to hear more communication.
Oh. Put your hands where I see him, man.
Okay, I can hear the other officer. Hey, put your hands at your side. So he's talking to the other guy. So it's exactly what I said. He's focusing on this guy while his partner gets the other dude.
Listen, I believe that you have a firearm. I'm going to approach you. If you reach for anything,
Beautiful. Beautiful. I am a huge fan of doing this exact thing, saying what I'm thinking. Because, one, if I ever have to go to court later on, I've already articulated, like, I think you have a gun. And I'm going to treat you as so. And now it takes all the guesswork out of the bad guy. because I've already let him know, like, I think you have a gun. So it disarms them or it forces their hand. And both are good, in my opinion. Both are good. Especially knowing that he's got cover behind that big ass tree. So
I'm going to shoot you. Do you understand?
all right, got the another officer coming in. Crossfire's a little sketchy. It's not bad. Most of the time you want an L, but I don't know where this other officer's partner is that's behind him. That's a concern. But officers, do not be afraid to get your vehicles up over a curb and drive it into a field or whatever it is. He has an SUV. People are a little more prone, but I have seen officers leave their car at a curb because they start going through a field and they're like, well, I'm in a car. I can't do that. Shit. Drive through it. Go until the car can't go. Okay, now we got a bad crossfire. At least it looks like it from the video. Okay, now we got a dog on scene. That's always a plus. I love when our dogs are there. However, the dog safety needs to come into effect. Like, don't throw him into a no-win situation.
Put your hands up right now. Let me see your hands. Put your hands up now. Hands up. Don't make me son move.
Okay. Right now, I see clear hands. I don't see a weapon. This is a good situation. It's a good position to be in. The only concern is this guy with his light and terrible light discipline.
Put your hands up.
Oh, and we got a shield. Fuck. I just put a post out about shields and if patrol should have them. So make sure you guys mention that in the comments too. Like, what's your thoughts on the shields? I love them. I think they're great. A little training doesn't take much. You could probably even do the training on video if your department doesn't have the money for like extensive training and stuff like that. But just getting them out in the field is a big advantage. All right. This is a 13-minute video. So officers detain the second man on scene to determine his involvement. They will later learn he's closely associated with Asia Fitzgerald, whoever that is. So what's going through my mind right now is we got one in custody. We got another one on the ground that appears to be being compliant. He's got his hands back. Everything's going great. This is the best case scenario.
I understand that. And we appreciate you talking. Right now we're just getting to figure out what's going on. You're all here. Listen, where's the other person?
Sounds like everybody's being detained for now. Nobody's under arrest. That's good.
Go on your side.
Gonna do a pat down of this guy. He just cuffed him. He may have been the guy that called the cops. It doesn't matter. You still got to pat him down. Make sure he doesn't have weapons because you can't go by people's words.
She's my friend. So obviously, do you know him? Have you ever met him before? No? Okay. He's
Okay, so here's another red flag. You're in a park in the middle of the night. At least that looks like a park. And you're with a dude you don't know. You never met him. And when we first rolled this up, they were together. That's weird. That's what we call a clue.
he's into some bad stuff tonight, alright? So as soon as I can sort out who you are and how you got here, we'll try to get you on your way, okay?
So just so I can get it out real quick, we were here and she was gonna get some water over there, came back and
Who is she? I'm sorry.
She's my friend. She said she met somebody and that she wanted me to come out.
Okay, so he said that she got some water or whatever, and he goes, "Who is she?" She said, "She's my friend." My next question is going to be, well, what's her? If she's your friend, what's her name? How long have you guys known each other? Because if it's really your friend, you're calling them your friend, then you should know these things.
Because she's like, hey, come meet this guy. And we did.
And she said, "Hey, come here and let's meet this guy." And we did. It's not adding up.
He can't walk. He said he felt like he was unsafe. He said he'd gotten into some bad stuff. And he just asked for us to chill in with us for a moment.
He said he couldn't walk. He felt unsafe. and he wanted them to come out.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And we did.
You gonna sit up?
Yeah. He explained it to us what was going on, and so we, released it. Yeah, they got me. And we said, all right.
Okay.
That's fair.
Get your way.
Well, I appreciate you being cool. So here's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna walk you over to one of these cars and get you ID'd, and then
I know who that is. Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, you got another officer just came by, says, hey, I know who that is, talking about our other suspect that's being walked right now. So that's always good.
He's the one in the short shorts? Yeah, that's me. Fully dressed, you look slightly different. I'll be honest with you right now. Yeah, let's run him all the way. Yeah.
okay. That'll work.
No, it's just me.
No, you're not no. We just gotta make sure you got warrants.
So yeah, so the process from here now is get everybody ID'd, positively ID'd, because everybody's just detained for now. From my understanding, there is no offense that we know of. So everybody's detained while we figure out what's going on. So that means everybody's getting ID'd. Find out who's got warrants, if anybody's got warrants, whatever they had on them, if any of them had weapons, stuff like that.
I didn't recognize you in the dark.
You know, still running around being without a house, so.
Well, I gotcha.
Okay, so he's basically saying he's homeless.
Can you run him?
Absolutely.
You're gonna go with my friend, cool guy. He's only detained.
Making it clear he's only detained.
Yeah, he knows what the other guy walked off of. He knows what the other guy walked off of. There was a third.
That was a female. Right?
Oh, was it a female? I looked like a younger, but I was getting the shield out and I was moving past it.
He said that was her female friend.
What? Also, it probably was the female from. You know what? Their van's down here at the end.
Yeah, that's where they're going.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm telling you from my point of view, this is what
Okay, but as the person who asked the
you're
question,
free to go, man. Thank you. Have a nice night.
who's cuffed? Is he free to go?
Unless you
No,
change your mind.
he didn't want to talk to me. I started Mirandizing because I don't want to talk to you.
All right. So our first suspect, I'm sorry, I guess it would be the second one. Looks like he's being cut loose. They didn't have anything on him, and he doesn't want to talk to the cops anymore, and so they got to let him go.
Whose cuffs are these that were on him? Okay.
So
One of
there's
them is still
potentially
here, one's
there's
still double.
okay.
He stuck that cuff and he's hold on to that. I'm like,
Hey,
I don't know what
at
the
this
fuck
point, see what we can find out. At this point,
I
we've had to release him. We don't have anything to hold him on until we can confirm some of that.
And some people be like, well, why the hell would you let him go? Well, you got their ID. Once you know who they are, I mean that's the big part of the battle. Once you know who they are, you're good.
He's walking back down towards the van.
They
now,
take park
FYI.
curfew very
Well, we know that
seriously.
FBI is gonna watch
Ward.
this, and- It's like, yeah, typical. He's clean now. We can't hold him because they wouldn't extradite on the warrant out of California, so we had to let him go. He's walking back towards y'all down.
That's gunfire. Officers run towards the sound of gunfire. The remainder of the video includes body worn camera from multiple other on-scene officers as they respond to the shooting. Where the hell is that coming from? Okay, so what's going through my mind here is exactly what this officer's doing. It's gunfire that way. I got to get the fuck over there. It's really all that's going through my head. Because if you start to think about other shit, then you make dumb decisions. Okay, so this guy must have just turned his body cam video. So to give you a little insider, if you're not a cop and you're like, well, why wasn't his body cam on? Because that call was almost dead. That's how I looked at that call. They were about to clear the scene. They were about to leave. Because they didn't have anything. They had a warrant on one dude that was out of California and they wouldn't extradite for it. So that tells me it wasn't very serious. And well, it's out of California. Maybe it was serious, but they're just not willing to extradite. Just kidding, Callie. Not really. So I bet that call is about dead. And they were like, my investigation's over. I'm bouncing. And then all of a sudden the gunfire and they're like, oh shit. And just out of instinct, they turned their cameras on. It's a good instinct to have. My big concern is like, is this before the firing happened or after? Because he doesn't have a gun out. My gun would be out. If I had a rifle, I'd have been, retrieving my rifle. Is that a person? I can't tell. Oh, that's a person. Yeah. Okay. So right here, get on the fucking ground. You're getting a gun pointed at you and you're getting on the ground. I just heard a bunch of gunfire in the park, in the dark. Any person I cross is going on the ground. There we go. Using. Oh, he's in it. This is the trouble with flashlights when you don't have one mounted to your weapon. Now he's got what I would consider a little bit of an old school flashlight. That's a big guy. He probably got that out because he's in that park. But if you don't have a little handheld guy anymore, like, and you start to, it's hard, especially if you're using the tree for cover. Adrenaline's going.
No! No!
So from here, I would start to separate myself from that tree, start to back up and start using the angle, because the closer you are to the tree, actually the other guy has a better advantage from my understanding. I could be wrong on this, but from all the training and stuff that I've got, you want to start to separate back and work that angle, because the farther back you are away from the tree, the better you'll have a better line of sight and angle versus the guy that's on the other side.
Shots fired, shots fired.
Your instinct's going to be to suck up right against that tree. In the park at dark, Eric the poet and didn't know it. Shut up, Brian.
Shots fired, 1024.
And here's the hard part. Where do you call out that you're at? That's the hard part. Unless you know those parks very well, like, I'm in the park. Run towards the sound. That's all you can say.
Put your hands up!
And everybody's given the universal language to stop doing what you're doing, but in my experience, when they're already shooting at cops for no reason at all, they're not going to listen to you.
Cease fire! Cease fire! Bathrooms, Home Park! Bathrooms, Home Park! Big playground!
See, he's just calling out big playground. It's better than nothing. So from here, I'm holding what I got. Because it's limbo from there to where that suspect was at. It's just open field. There's no cover to run to get closer. So I'm doing what he's doing. I'm staying behind what cover I have and waiting for everybody else to get there, because there's no reason to push it, assuming he's the only guy. I can hear the troops there. They're there. Everybody's yelling out commands. This is where it gets crazy. I typically try to get one person talking.
Yes, he does. Fuck, am I hit?
He said, fuck, am I hit? That's the adrenaline. He's out of breath. He didn't go anywhere. What's he out of breath for? Adrenaline. More and more cops have never been through the chemical reaction that's going through his body right now. And that's crazy. This has been my experience with newer officers. When you talk to them and they're going through the academy, this has literally never been a chemical reaction that's happened to their body, because they've never been in a physical altercation, nothing that has ever gotten that flight or fight response out of their body. And that is what's happening to this guy. Is this the guy from all those shows that I watch where he's always covered by his shadow and I'm fucking him? Okay, so he's taking cover already. So and he's shooting. Good, he's looking for other threats. Now, it looks like he's got a weapon-mounted flashlight. You can see the advantage. Looks like we got a crossfire issue. Oh yeah, they're shooting the shit out of that guy. You could see him down on the base of that tree. Now, from what I can tell, this officer actually has the best view that anybody's got right now. Now, I'm wondering, that guy's wearing all white. Is that our guy that was on the bench? Did they let him go and he had a gun stashed away? Because they did search him. Okay, if I'm this guy, yep. No, I'm not getting out from behind cover. He can't really fire because he's behind his guy. He's in a shit spot. So, could he fire from where he's at right now? Sure. Would you? I don't know. Me, Monday morning quarterbacking, where he's at right now, the guy's already down. No, I'm not firing. It's always nice to have more bullets in the fight, but I don't want to take a risk of this guy making some weird reaction, shooting to the left, whatever it is, and me accidentally shooting blue on blue. And XRE said, pop him. Oh, that's my random Twitch follower. I don't do Twitch a whole lot, so I appreciate my Twitch followers. Suspects down. So from here, and everybody wonders, like, which officers are at? Why did you guys wait so long? Because we've rushed in before, and this is, you may think we're being paranoid, whatever. Rushed in before, and we end up getting shot, or we end up getting stabbed, whatever the situation may be. Like, he's still a threat. You could litter a person with 40 bullets, and they were still in the fight. There's plenty of videos out there showing this. Could be stabbed 14, 15 times, whatever it is. They're still in the fight. So you have to be ultra cautious. Now, obviously, seeing hands, seeing the weapon are always a factor. If I can see those things, a little bit more comfortability of moving in and handling what you got. But nighttime, they don't know. It just happened. Like, they're not even done yet. So those are factors. So I think we got what we're going to get out of this video. We got a couple good angles. So let's go on to the next one. Again, I've never watched any of these videos. I haven't read anything on them. I know there's stuff up here that it says. I haven't read that. Okay. So based on, okay, we got 2 officers. That's good. So we're in a 2-man unit. I'm just going to go based off my training and experience right now. Looking at this, I'm going to say we got some sort of either a silent alarm, a trespassing issue. This is not a domestic. This isn't, I mean, at least it doesn't look like it yet. So for me, I'm looking for open structure. I'm looking for vehicles as I'm coming up to this. This is an important part for me. I'm looking for vehicles, bicycles, because homeless will tend to break into places like this too to go steal copper. So that's my concern at this moment.
Wood 51, we've got him on foot out here.
All right, he said we've got him on foot out here. So I don't know what that means yet. Obviously, they got a suspect description, and they're heading out to a scene. We'll see what it means. I put my winky glasses on. I'm looking.
Come back here.
Okay, let me go back. I think he said his name.
Come on.
I go back.
We've got him on foot out here. Hey!
Hey.
Come on.
Oh, come on.
Come back here. He's right up behind the range.
Thought he said Lamont.
What's he pointing? I don't know. He's pointing.
He's pointing. So they said he's pointing. So as soon as I hear somebody say he's pointing, I'm looking for cover. I don't know what he's pointing means.
Back here, Stacy. He's pointing something in his hand. I'm not sure if he's got anything.
All right. He's running back to his vehicle. Again, it depends on the seriousness of this call. I might bust that gate with my vehicle. I don't know. Depends on what we got going on. I mean, you're really only breaking a chain, hopefully. Given the distance, if I've got a shotgun or a rifle, probably do that. He may be going back for a shield. He's just trying to show it to them. Show what? Okay, what's he doing? He is getting his rifle or shotgun. Can't tell. That's a rifle. Okay, he's got using his car for cover. Beautiful.
Do it now.
He said, "Drop it. Do it now." So he sees something. Could be a weapon.
Drop it. What do you have? Put it down.
He said, "What do you have?" And then I don't know if you could pick it up, but he elevated his voice when he said, "Put it down." That is a stress indicator. So if I'm the partner, it's shit hit the fan time. I have a feeling it's going to be a shooting.
Put it down.
You can hear it in his voice. There's something significantly changed between. I'm going to go back. I want you to listen to the pitch of his voice.
Drop it.
Drop it.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Drop it. What do you have?
What do you have?
Put it down.
Put it down right there. That's where
Down.
he sees
Put
it.
it down.
Whatever it is, it's bad. He is stressed out right here.
Put it down. Put it down.
Fuck you. 2 shots, rifle.
That was 51 shots fired. Subject sound. Start 10:52.
I'm gonna assume 1052 is the ambulance.
Drop the gun.
So from here, now it's a matter of making sure the threat is done. Got a bug flying in my face. Make sure the threat's done, and then jumping into first aid, buddy care. Well, that wouldn't really be buddy care, but you know what I mean.
Show me your hands.
Like we said in the last one, you can't rush these things. You can't just run up on him because if he's got a gun, he's still a threat.
Affirmative. We're in the lot.
I don't even see the guy. I still haven't seen him. I don't know where the hell he's at.
I can't see his right side. He had something in his right hand. Huh? Get the
And based on the behavior and the way that he's acting, that is a suicide by cop.
drone. We need to see what's to his right side. I can't see his right side.
Oh, they've got drones. That's even better. So they don't even have to approach the guy. They can get the drone in, get down. Nobody's in danger. Beautiful.
Get that right hand out.
Yeah, Brian, you're right. They got this
Roll
end
on
to
your
watch
stomach.
sticker right in front.
Roll onto your stomach. You want to move in?
I'm going to fast forward a little bit and see what we got from here. Oh, he wasn't far.
Give me your hand.
You can hear him groaning. That's it's not good.
He's being secured.
In my experience, that weird moan he's giving, he's dying. He is gonna die.
Affirmative. They're gonna have to jump the fence.
All right. Let's go to the next one.
San Diego Emergency Dispatcher 8119.
Ooh, look at
Need
this.
Police, fire,
Fancy.
or paramedics?
Please.
So we get the
What address,
911
sir?
call first, so that's good.
Well, I'm at the Irish Avenue trolley station, but on the trolley there was I think he was crazy. He was foaming at the mouth, but he had a weapon, a gun.
Okay, so that's important detail that we get. How's that moan again? Yeah, Brian nailed it. It's an agonal breath, basically. You're welcome. So listen to this 911 call. There's a guy foaming at the mouth and has a gun. That's always a good combo.
Okay, is the trolley moving or is it stopped?
Master P in the house.
It's I got off. It already was out.
Okay, and he's still on that trolley?
He's still on the trolley headed to San Diego.
Okay. And how many minutes ago did you see this, sir? 1, 2?
I'm sorry?
How many minutes ago did you see this? 1, 2?
2 minutes ago. Okay. Oh, look at this. Where are we looking? Oh, that hand. Okay. This is freaking awesome. What city was this again? So he's brandishing that weapon around and grabbing his crotch. Maybe he's got to go to the bathroom. Oh, he's dancing. I would define this as erratic behavior. What amazes me is people weren't just getting the hell off of the trolley right away. So this guy knows the camera's there. That looks like a Glock to me, just based on the square shape. He's praying or relieving himself, one of the two. I don't know. How did they know that this dude was foaming at the mouth? He's got a mask on. Okay. It looked like maybe it was just the lighting in the tram, but it looked like it was during the daytime, so.
Where is he? Oh, he's inside the train.
Inside the train? Okay.
Pink backpack.
Okay, I'm gonna say that is a transit security or a trolley driver or something. He's got a mic. It doesn't mean he's a cop. He could. I don't see a gun belt, so probably a Clinton Campbell says San Diego heading towards San Ysidro suspect. Oh, okay. So right now, for the department that I'm at, this is a barricaded person. So I'm going to hold what I got. This is how I would set up. Hold what I got and wait for the pros to get there. As long as there's no citizens on that train, there's no need to force this. This is where I'm thinking. I don't need to force this. So I'm going to wait.
Inside the train in the middle car. In the middle car, he's got a pink backpack on.
Okay, I don't know how many officers are on scene right now. Looks like I got a rifle here to my right. That's great. I see people on the tram right now. I see two, at least that. If you see where my mouse is at, that looks like two heads. I could be wrong. Looks like there's another person on the train.
In the middle?
So I'm evacuating. Everybody's getting the hell out of there. Everybody get off the train. I'm going tram by tram all the way till we get to where the suspect's at. Now, let me slow this down a little bit. I'm not clearing those trams out right now. I'm going to the tram that guy's in so I can secure the entrances and exits to that. And then as the responding officers get there, tell them to clear out the rest of the trams. So that's how I'd be handling this call so far. It's going to be hard to come by, it looks like.
Right now.
Get out of here, man.
There you go. Get people the fuck out.
Hands open the door.
Okay, sounds like we're already challenging. I heard somebody say he's hands on the door, or he's at the door, or something to that effect.
Hey, I got eyes. Hey, I got him.
Where's
hey,
that?
City Police! Hands up! Hey, I need to open the door right now.
Open the door.
Okay, now this is me. What's the rush? Why am I rushing in here? Unless there's people in there, I don't need to rush yet. Seems like the doors are secure. You can't go anywhere. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not rushing in there.
It's opening. It's opening. This guy right here, right?
Commands the carriage is currently closed. Hey, City Police! Hands up! Hey, let me see your fucking hands! Let me see your fucking hands! Drop! Get the
He's stressed. Rightfully so, but he's stressed. You can hear it in his voice.
Get the car!
Oh, yep. Pointed the gun right at him. You guys saw that. Let me go back. You can see it right here where my mouse is. Right. There's the gun. There's the gun again. And that is in close proximity.
Shots fired! 714, shots fired.
No, he is stressed out. You can hear it big time.
All right, let's start rendering aid.
Beautiful. I like that reaction. Let's start rendering aid.
Hey, where is he?
Okay, this is the body cam footage from the guy that I think
Where is
fired.
he? He's inside the train. Sitting down on the seat. Okay, 714 Z.
Let's get forward a little bit and see what
Black
he's...
beanie. Hey, I need to open the door. Hey, I got eyes. Hey, I got him.
Okay, so I don't like to Monday morning quarterback anything. But if I'm going to reflect on this, is there another way to maybe handle it? Sure. Make sure the exits and entrances can't be, because they couldn't get in. So I don't know if this guy would be able to get out. I don't know. I don't know how these work. I don't have these where I'm at. So that would have been a alternate route. To me, this is what I would consider a barricaded person. And we do not rush in on barricaded people. But given what they did, what they got, I mean, they acted appropriately. But I always want to learn and improve. Okay, it's the last video I got. We're doing good. I haven't seen any of these videos, so normally I run into some videos I've seen before.
24-6 let me get 4 officers here.
Okay, so it looks like we got like a nighttime hangout on the weekend. I've been to these places before. You got a shitload of people. They end up blocking the streets. People call. They want them cleared out. So you're there to try to clear it out. There's fights break out here all the time. Occasionally you get some gunshots that go off. So you got to have your head on a swivel. Make sure nothing crazy is going. Keith the arson guy goes, are they on fire? Who cares? Okay. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. It sounded like gunfire. I got excited. Okay, I heard gunfire. Bop, 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 bop in the background, and then you can hear faint screams. That's usually an indicator, too, you know, when people all start running the opposite direction where you're going. Oh, that's what we call an idiot. I bet he didn't see this cop. Do you always prematurely do things? Yeah, not typically. Like throwing stop sticks and stuff. Like I throw those at the right time. Let's see here. Yeah, that was damn, he was Johnny on the spot, wasn't he? See, look, that was so close. Like they were so close together. That guy either missed a bunch of times with that gun, or this guy is riddled with bullets right now. And look at his reaction. Like he's still up, moving, doing like. That's why I try to tell people: just because you get shot, you're not down and out. Now the gun's separated from him, so that's a nice.
Get back! Get back! Everybody get back! 2286. 2286. Shots fired. Officer involved. I have the gun recovered. I need medical right now. Black male shot multiple times. Right here. Here's the gun. I'm over here.
That's crazy. That never happens. You never get that close. Brian B said 17-year-old carrying a Glock with a switch. I don't know that was a Glock with a switch. That looked like a, let me see. Go back. Maybe a Mac 10. No, it didn't look like a Mac 10, did it? There it was. I'm not going to lie. I can't tell what that is. That looks very rounded on the top for it to be a Glock. It doesn't, but it's very blurry too. So It's hard to tell.
Get back! Get back! Get back!
Oh, we almost had it. Let me go back. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's a Glock for sure. That's a Glock. Yep. Look at it's squared. Yep. Matt, it's a Glock. He fires it in the air. It looks like he go back to when he shoots it in the air. Oh yeah. It's a Glock. Yeah, you guys were right.
2286. Right there. From 16.
Look, he's still sitting up. That's a good sign.
No officers are injured. It's just me. Multiple gunshots.
There it is. Yep, y'all was right. There's the switch on the back. Let me go back. Shoot, it's hard to pause this shit. There you go. So right here is what made it automatic. If anybody's wondering, this little thing, they call it a switch. So it's a little growth on the back of the Glock that doesn't quite look like it belongs. Tell him to take a knee and drink water. All right. That is what I have for Body Cams Live. We went about an hour and a half. I appreciate everybody having fun, chiming in. It's always a good time for me. Let me see here. Let me turn this off here. So let me pull this up and put it in the chat while we got 8 people up. It's not a bad little live I did today. I'm going to share something in the chat. So if you guys have not yet, please go to this link. So if you could go to that link, find a platform of your choice, whether it's Spotify, Apple. Apple seems to be my most popular. Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, whatever you like. Go there, just subscribe, please. It helps me out a lot. And go to our YouTube channel. YouTube is at 2 Cops 1 Donut. It's pretty simple, all spelled out. Go there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I have been working diligently to improve it and not make you guys watch. I know it's a long podcast. I get it. But I have been trying to cut out little 6-minute clips of some of the cool parts of it. So you can watch something real quick, real fast, and get good messages out of it and decide if it's worth your time to go watch the whole episode. So I am trying to adapt to y'all and help out. And for me, it's just about the links of the subscriptions and the downloads. That's what's helping me right now to get sponsors and to keep it going. So I've learned a lot as we've been doing this. For all of my cops, first responders, firefighters, corrections officers, whoever you are out there, if you are in the criminal justice world and you want to be on the podcast, just hit me up. Just have a topic. Let me know what it is you want to talk about. Let me read some of the stuff here in the thing. Do you have a schedule when you do these chats? No, I do not, because Keith, as you know, my schedule it revolves around the job, and this is not my job. This is what I do for a hobby and for fun. And if I could do this for a living, that's a different talk. But so no, I do it when I can, and it's random. Fully, I got kids, so they're both playing and having fun right now with friends. So let's get the White Claw sponsorship going. Listen, I'm not going to turn White Claw down, but I'm not going to drink them. So I have tasted one before. It tastes like flavored TV static to me. I don't like them. So I'm going to stick with the straight up rye whiskey right now. Should do more of these, Eric. These are always fun to watch, especially when you forget you're watching a video. And shout out Gun. Yeah, I know it does happen. Because I do. I really try. I really try to use my imagination and put myself in their position. So, and I have a very strong imagination. So you're right. It is fun when that happens. Clinton Campbell, PhD CFI, which is cool. I forgot I have this linked to my LinkedIn, so I've got some professionals coming in now. So We took an old school fully automatic Uzi off of a stop. That was crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. Man, I don't know that I've ever run across an Uzi. I know what they are. I know what they look like. I've run across Mac 10s. I think they're similar. And I've heard people pulling grenades. I've heard people pulling rocket propelled grenades off of calls and stuff. I've never been able to run across something that cool. I have run into fully auto weapons and stuff like that. There's that little bastard. I kind of like this little fruit fly. He won't leave me alone. But yeah, I haven't run across the Uzi. That'd be a cool one to see. But no, I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, if you could, everybody just get one person, do a little sign up, do a little subscription, whatever it is. That would be awesome. But appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get off here, and I have an episode that I gotta edit. So, oh, I did forget to tell you guys, I'm switching to midnights, and I'm promoting to acting sergeant until my full promotion comes through. So, starting Saturday night, I'll be on midnights, baby. Keith the Arson Guy. Usually after our country gets into a war, you find military weapons stateside. Yeah, that's not... Well, we've been at war for like the last 25 years, so this is the first time we haven't been at war. Ukraine. Has a guy come into the gun store... I'm sorry, maybe I read that wrong. Had a guy come into the gun store a couple weeks ago who, no kidding, asked if we had any Glocks with the switch. Well, we wouldn't be in business if they were smart. We left them all there last time. Lies. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I appreciate it. Take it easy, guys. I'm not reading that out loud. You